There's a story in Jaiva Dharma about two devotees who meet their guru. He enlightens them about the holy name. They spend the next week chanting 64 rounds every day, sometimes more, staying up all night. They come back and see their guru a week later, and they have Bhava. What does that mean? In 1 week, they had Bhava. What about us? 50 years, and still I don't have Bhava. What does it mean? It means results may vary. We're going to talk about that. You ever watch one of these ads? Use this oil and in 3 days you lose 30 pounds. Use this cream, all your wrinkles will go away. Use this tonic, your hair will grow back. Your gray hair will turn black. And then in the little small type, like 0.000 type that you can't read without a magnifying glass, it says, results may vary. Not everyone grew their hair back. Not everyone's gray hair turned black. Not everyone lost 30 pounds in 3 days. Did anybody? Well, we don't know. But considering it was an honest commercial, it means it happened to somebody, but it doesn't happen to everybody because everyone is different, so results may vary. The scripture says the same thing. You read stories about people who got liberation like that, just by taking prasadam, or the four Kumars by smelling the fragrance of tulsi mixed with sandalwood pulp that blew over Lord Vishnu's lotus feet. Actually, if you read the story, they transformed just by seeing Lord Vishnu walking. Now, we're seeing the deity every day. You may say it's different. It's not different. That's Krishna. And then these devotees who I mentioned earlier, who in a week were experiencing ecstatic symptoms, 1 week of chanting japa. Right? How is that? Does this really happen? Are these really stories? No, it does really happen. Depending on your purity, depending on the execution of the process, depending on your sincerity, your desire, it can happen. But it may not happen, but it can happen. But I will say this, it will happen someday. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it will happen if you don't give up. And I would suggest you pray like Bhaktivinoda Thakur prayed, when, oh, when will that day be mine? That you can fill in the blanks after that, when this happens, when that happens. Because if you're aspiring for it, if you're praying for it, if you're begging for it, if you're strongly desiring it, it will happen by Krishna's mercy. He will give it to you. He can't refuse you if you keep going on and on and on. But if you give up and say, oh, it's never going to happen to me, then Krishna says, okay, you've given up, so what can I do for you now? You stop trying. Krishna wants us to work. He doesn't want to give us things easily, because if he gives them easily, we will take them cheaply. If in 1 week we can all get Bhava, then we'll think, well, if I don't chant my rounds this week, no problem, because I can get Bhava next week within 7 days. Love of God is so cheap and easy, even if I'm in Maya, it doesn't really matter, because I can just chant Hare Krishna within a week, get Bhava. Krishna won't give it that easily. In fact, one time, Srila Prabhupada told a devotee that Krishna will not give you love if you're not qualified. And the devotee was saying, why doesn't he just give us love? Because he wants us to have it. That's why he comes. He comes to give it, and he wants us to have it so we can engage with him. And Prabhupada said, no, your container cannot hold love. You would become proud. You would think, oh, I have love of God. No one else has it. I'm better than everyone. And then you would destroy yourself. So your container has to be able to hold what Krishna wants to give you, what Krishna can give you. And the more your container can hold it, then he's going to give it to you. So am I qualified to experience Bhava in 1 week of chanting? Maybe not yet, but maybe someday, sooner or later, I will become qualified. And on that day that I'm qualified, I'm pure enough to handle it, Krishna will give it. So results may vary. Can you get Krishna consciousness like that? It's possible. Anything is possible. Any mercy can come to you. Will you get it? Probably not that easily, but it can be given. And don't give up. Keep trying, because someday you're going to get it. Hare Krishna.